That's a staple.
That's a staple. Fact.
I know but you said the first answer. I know it's something else. I know it's other things, but that's the first one I had to think. I'm sorry.
All right, no, that's a good one. That's a good one.
This is Real Estate Beyond the Sale with Trenton Stokes. I want to welcome everybody back to Stokes & Co. Presents Real Estate Beyond the Sale. I'm your host, Trenton Stokes, and today's guest is a powerhouse who bridges the gap between high-level marketing and ground-level culture. He holds a master's degree from Jacksonville State University and is a true marketing guru. He knows exactly how to capture his audience's attention. He's a newly penned author, recently sharing his wisdom and journey in his new book, Bloom Where You've Been Planted. In the digital space, he's a media mogul in the marketing field and a media mogul in the making as well. Widely known for his Eat and Greet series and his massive influence as L Hut. Let's give a warm welcome to a longtime friend of mine, Ladarius Hutcherson.
Hey,
my friend, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me. Can we cheers to that?
Oh, yes. Cheers to all your success, brother, and many more.
Thank you.
All right. Not too bad, huh? Well, listen, man. Let's talk. Since you just newly penned a book, Bloom Where You're Planted. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay. Well, yeah, I am an author now. That's crazy to say, but the idea came in 2024 where I wanted to do a children's book because my whole goal with my platform has been to inspire the youth, inspire the ones that are coming behind me, or sometimes even inspire the people that are millennials or baby boomers. I think people find inspiration in different places from different people. And so I initially wanted to do a children's book, but I just feel like that didn't really go where I wanted it to go, or it wasn't. I don't feel like I was as passionate about it as I should have been. So I halted that, and I said, okay, I'm just going to put a pin in it. And then in April 2025, a year later, I got the opportunity to be a part of TEDx Alabaster, which happened in August of 2025, but the opportunity came in April. So a whole year later, it was I'm like, wow, God. So as I started writing my TED talk, I was like, well, what is this going to be about, And then I came up with the idea of using my life as a cautionary tale and to show that you don't have to necessarily leave where you're from in order to bloom. Wherever your roots, you can plant your roots wherever you want. As long as you have that drive and the willingness in you to do it, it doesn't matter where you are. So the whole story within my TED Talk was about just that. But I wanted to expound on it further. I just feel like I didn't get the opportunity to really tell my story in depth. Right. And so I was like, well, what do I do? And then I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me go back to revisit this idea again. And so I hit up the publishing company again. I was like, I'm ready. Yeah. And I was like, I feel like I have a story to tell. So many people were inspired by my TED Talk. And I didn't realize that people would want to hear that as much as they did. And so I was like, I need to really tell this story because more people need to hear it.
Yeah. People see you on socials, but they really don't get to know who you are, right? How deep do you go in your writings, in your book?
So this is a memoir. It's not an autobiography per se. So the way I describe it is I'm telling my testimony. I'm telling my story very high level, not really getting into detail after detail of every single year of my life, right. Just the really important parts that bring the story about blooming, that makes the story make sense, because there were key components in my life that I didn't know that were helping me bloom. It was different characters in my story that I didn't know that were helping me bloom. Whether that person was, at that time in my life, I felt like it was negative, or whether it was a positive, at the end of the day, it was my story, and it was a part of my story. Right. And all of that helped shape me into who I am today. And so I wanted to tell that story and in the most beautiful way, because, again, every character wasn't necessarily a positive character, but ultimately, I'm thankful for whoever was a part of my story because they got me to this point where I'm at right now.
Yeah, 100%. Um, well, speaking of being planted, you're a Birmingham native, right?
Yes,
So you've had the opportunity to see Birmingham's growth from 20 years ago to where we are now,
absolutely.
right? Are you surprised of the culinary scene that we have now?
Uh, you know what? I think so. I feel like I am. I feel
Mhm.
like, you know, 20 years ago when I was 14, all I knew was Applebee's at the time.
Right.
But
Right.
even at that time, though, I don't think it was as innovative as it is now. I don't
Hmm.
think Birmingham was as progressive as it is now as far
Hmm.
as creating experiences for people.
Hmm.
I think we had different places to go to,
Hmm.
but Birmingham has understood the formula of Atlanta, the formula of Houston, the formula of
Mm.
Dallas, and what makes it
Mm.
work. And I
Mm.
think that's the thing that's going to continue to make Birmingham move forward is the fact that we are. I feel like more people are moving here, or
Mhm.
more people are taking chances on bringing businesses to Birmingham.
Mhm.
That's well traveled. That's been around the world. Been
Right.
not just even around the world, but to different states, to different cities just to kind of see their culinary scene. I feel like that has been very beneficial to Birmingham. And just being in the food scene the way I am, I know
Mhm.
that to be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite spot or favorite part of the city you like to go to try new things, or do you see one area outpacing the other when it comes to culinary opportunities?
I I I love uh I'm a creature of habit.
Hmm.
So I do love what I love. I don't necessarily have a favorite spot. I love different spots for different reasons.
Hmm.
But as far as what is progressing, I feel like there's going to be a lot of like growth in like the Five Points area, also in Lakeview,
Yeah.
the downtown area. I see that progressing a lot.
Hmm.
As far as like people willing to put, especially the area over there by what is it, Ealerton Hotel and things like that.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
building another hotel across from that and another bar about it. So that area is really progressing. Like I feel like year after year.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to ask you. We have Avondale.
Oh yeah,
We
Avondale.
have South Side.
Hmm.
You mentioned the Illaton, but do you think that that's going to be the next food boom area here in the Birmingham area, or?
Food boom. I think Avondale has great potential.
Hmm.
Uh, but I honestly feel like it will be maybe like the Lakeview area and things like that. Because honestly, I just went over there where they have a new bar called High Dive,
Hmm.
and so they're using every square footage of that place, that area, to put something new and bring something different to the city. So
Right. Right.
I can see like the downtown Lakeview area for sure.
Right. Well, with me being in real estate, I see a lot of people moving from houses to apartments just to be closer to food spots.
Hmm.
Food spots are becoming that third place.
Yeah.
You have work, you have home, and then that third place is where they spend a lot of their downtime at. Do you see a spot in Birmingham becoming a third place for a lot of maybe millennials or even Gen Zers?
Yeah, to be oh, and I'm sorry. Let me rewind back to the previous question. Honestly, I feel like the area over by Railroad Park. I'm sorry, that's a progressive area because they
Okay.
have the Up Down place. They have Fairway
Hmm.
Social.
Hmm.
They have Monday Night Brewing. They have Tasty Town. All these different places right there in the area. Not only that, but they have a dog sitting area.
Hmm.
Everybody love their dog.
Yeah.
They got so many little things that are popping over there. You got the
Hmm.
Regents Field. You have Michaels. All these places in that area right there. Honestly, that I feel like that's an area where people are really kind of migrating to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just that particular area, but then you have kind of like a couple streets over near
Hmm.
UAB, and they're building up. They're building it up so well over there.
Hmm.
Honestly, downtown area. To be
Right.
honest,
Do you think food is now becoming, or food places are becoming amenities now? You have to have a pool. Some people have to have a gym. But if you have a really good restaurant or a really good place to eat, do you think they would be considered the new amenities nowadays?
I think that if it's a collective amount of them. Like
Hmm.
for instance, again, the area over by Railroad Park, you don't have to get in your car to ever go. I mean, you want to have a good Friday night, you just literally walk
Yeah.
downstairs and you're
Yeah.
outside. So for sure it's an amenity. And I think that even the apartment complexes see that as an amenity because the prices say so.
Right, right, right. Downtown Birmingham, they put a lot of money into making it walkable. Do you see in your food travels, have you seen any other places that are taking on that model,
It's downtown.
like downtown is doing, making it walkable?
I think Avondale is trying to do that.
Right.
I feel like Woodlawn has began to start doing that.
Yes.
Um, those areas for sure. 5 Points, of course. Um, yeah, that's the ones I could think of like right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're up and coming for sure. So if I gave you $250,000 to start your own restaurant, it had to be food now, it has to be into food, to start your own thing, what would be your destination?
What would be my area?
Your area to put that money invested in?
I would probably, if I'm being quite honest with you, I would probably do like an Avondale.
Avondale.
And the reason why is because I feel like I love the downtown area. I love the scene of it. I love the walkability of it. But I also, again, feel like they're doing the same thing in Avondale. But I also think that Avondale is a little easier to maneuver in and out of,
Right.
Yeah. And also, I feel like you have a great chance of finding somewhere where you can actually have like a lot for people to park. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I want people to be able to. I don't want you circling the block 5 times and saying, "Don't worry about it, I'm not coming."
Yeah.
I want, and then of course, most places have valet, but I would rather you be able to just park, come in, have a great time, and then
Yeah.
come back again and again and again because it's the ease. It's easy to get in there.
Yeah, the ease of being a patron
Yeah.
to that area. Avondale is one of those places that you can tell, it seems overnight, but for the last 10, 15 years, a lot of people have cleaned up Avondale. They brought the food places in and...
Well, you know what's so crazy? I actually grew up in Avondale.
Really?
Yeah, my family is from Avondale Project.
Okay.
And so, but my grandma and my uncle moved to South Avondale when I was very young.
Okay.
And South Avondale is pretty much the area that's progressing at right now.
Yes.
So for me, I was like maybe, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 when they stayed over there for years. But to see what it is now,
Yes.
it's like I try to remember as much as I can, but one thing I do remember for sure is the gas station that was on the corner called Munchies.
Yeah.
But now it's called Munchies, but it's a bar, and
Right.
and it's
Yeah.
such a nice, dope twist on what it used to be.
Right.
But I remember walking down. My grandma little stayed in the apartments right behind it, so I remember walking there. I'm just like, wow, that's what I mean when I say Birmingham is innovative because they've been able to take these things that were, to me, kind of unconventional. Because I never seen nobody turn a gas station into a bar, And there's a kitchen, a full kitchen.
Only in Avondale.
Yeah,
Right?
and they got the outside area. You got
Yeah,
the big
yeah.
screen on there.
Yeah.
Like that's a great use of space. That's how you do it. And it's right across from the park. It's just like, wow,
Yeah. They caught the wave.
They absolutely did, and
Yeah.
it's and they do well.
Yeah. I remember Munchies just being that gas station you would go buy cigarettes from.
Yeah,
And not gas. It was a gas station that very few people got gas.
I didn't even know they had. I didn't even know. I don't even remember the gas pumps there.
Right. Yeah, good old Munchies. Shouts out to Munchies, by the way.
Yeah.
So tell me, what's in the future for you? What do you got going on? You've written a book. You're highly publicized in social media. What's left for you to do at this point?
Well, I think the natural progression for me would obviously be TV. I would love to create like a series or a show based around what I do now, but on a different level.
Right.
And I would love for it to be on a network that it doesn't have to necessarily be Food Network. It could be something that represents us, and that shows our culture and the progression of it, even showing our city and the progression of it. So, of course, something like that. I think, to be honest with you, like more books. I also want to continue to do more philanthropy work, mentorship, a lot of different things within the community. but also branch off and do, travel to other cities and different things like that. More hostings and just bigger brand opportunities.
Yeah.
I see all of that for my future for sure.
Well, you've definitely capitalized here from the classic to McDonald's to Captain D's. I mean, everywhere we look, we see El Hut, and that's a good thing to be
Yeah.
Birmingham's very own. And I'm very happy to call you a friend. And, we go way back. So, again, every time I see you do your thing, I'm very proud of you and happy.
And I want to give you your flowers because it's not all about me. Of course, we've known each other for a long time, and to see your progress and having your own company, like I'm not surprised at all, but it's admirable because entrepreneurship is not easy,
Right.
and every day I know you're learning something different.
Right.
And, but the thing that I appreciate about you the most is that you are constantly like a constant student, but also a great mentor and somebody that you just wear multiple hats, but you wear them so well. And so to be able to start up a company and it's doing so well and it's going to continue to grow, I'm super proud to be able to
Oh.
witness that.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Your time is very valuable. I know I'm gonna get you out of here short, but I want to do a thing we're gonna do beyond the real estate. It's called Beyond the Rapid Fire. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna fire up a couple of questions. Don't think about them. Give me your quick answer. So we're gonna see
Lord.
what we do. All right. All right. And they're right up your alley, so it's nothing
Okay,
too
okay, okay.
complicated. All right. The first question: if a visitor has only 1 meal in Birmingham to understand our city's soul, where are you sending them to?
Green Acres. That's a staple.
That's a staple. Fact.
I know but you said the first answer. I know it's something else, and people probably gonna be like, nah. I know it's other things, but that's the first one I had to think. I'm sorry.
All right, no, that's a good one. That's a good one. If someone asked you for a hole in the wall, what would you send them to?
Roost Cafe.
Okay, all right, good.
I'm gonna send them over to the north side.
No, I have not been to Roost, but I got to check them out. I'm a hole in the wall connoisseur, and I haven't been to Roost
Absolutely.
yet. Okay, all right. You're hosting the ultimate eat and greet. What is the one dish that's got to be at your table?
Some lamb chops.
Lamb chops. Are you a lamb chop?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, lamb chop fan. All right. All right. What is the one thing a restaurant can do besides bad food that make you never want to post them?
Poor customer service.
Poor service. Okay.
I know it's my answer, but I got to. Okay.
Okay. All right. Last question. What is the one ingredient or cuisine that is going to dominate Birmingham's menu for the foreseeable future? One cuisine or one ingredient that's going to dominate Birmingham's menu for the
One
foreseeable.
cuisine. Oh, I'm gonna say chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken for sure.
Fried chicken.
Absolutely. That's what we known for.
Well, listen, man, Ladarius, it's been an incredible deep dive, man. We appreciate you. Everything that you've done for the city and what you're doing for the city. I appreciate what you're doing for our communities. And just want to say, keep going. I want to give you an opportunity to scream out your socials and plug your book and where they can find you and where they can buy your book and all things El Hut.
Okay. Well, I'm on Instagram at @elhut_, TikTok @elhut_, Facebook Ladarius Hutcherson. My book is available for pre-order right now at whatsupcousins.com.
Love it.
Spelled out the whole name, whatsupcousins.com. And then the Eat and Greet 3 Bloom Where You're Planted, which is my annual event. But it's also this year in celebration of the release of my book. It's happening February 22nd. At the Avondale West, and tickets are available right now on Eventbrite.
All right, good stuff. You got that. All right, guys. For those looking for your third place with Stokes & Co. Realty, look us up. You can find us. And we want to ask that you please like and subscribe and look for more content from us. And Darius, again,
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining,
No
brother.
problem.
All right. Peace.